Hello and welcome to DGA Live. My name is Tyler. We're live now, chatting DDO, hanging out with my buddy Ben, Team DGA Pro. Who's watching the DDO? We're going to get into all of it. Ben and Tex are in the chat. Please hold while I share this out to socials. Okay, we'll give it a couple minutes here for people to show up. And thank you for that share. We are receiving chats on YouTube and Facebook. Always nice to see when everything works how it's supposed to. Ed, hey, Andrew Drace on Facebook with coming in hot with demands. Tyler, make some more comedy videos. Gosh, like the boss on Office Space, all up in here. Why aren't you at the Masters Cup? Just booked the flight a couple days ago, Andrew. We'll be headed there soon. Oh, what? Oh my gosh, that's right. Yes, thank you. I did the roundup. I should remember. Sorry, it's been a busy week. My week was punctuated by a trip to Emporia right in the middle of it to do some filming. And we will chat about that in a minute. We got a lot done, and now I have a lot to get done. Hello from Oregon. Hi, Chris in Oregon. I have something in my eye, so now I'm going to bring in Ben to distract you from the fact that I have something in my eye.
Oh, wow. You had something in your eye? I had something in
Well,
my
that didn't
eye.
work. I wouldn't want to be unprofessional. And oh, man, that's a good one.
I don't think that's possible.
Wow.
Do we need to amputate?
I wish I had a Just Ben screen. Why don't I?
It'll just be me, like,
Oh, I do.
falling
Look.
around.
Look. It's just,
Oh,
you know, you're not
oh
part
no,
of it.
that's Ed Reddick events.
Yeah, from when he was a guest. Okay, hang on. I can do this. What if I did this? Yes,
Oh,
and
oh.
then wait for it. Boom. There you go.
DGA Pro.
Now we have a Ben spotlight.
3D printing genius. The Rosedale Cup 2022 champion.
Mm-hmm. Here we go. I'm back. My eye's fine.
Software algorithm genius. I'm two kinds of genius.
Nuclear deterrent, but we can't talk about that. We can't talk about Bruno.
Bruno.
How's it going, Ben? I haven't seen you for 2 days.
Wow, it's like so much shorter than normally.
Oh, I know a clip we should show. I have 80 gigabytes of footage on my computer, and sadly I only have one clip to show in the live stream today because I've been so busy editing all of it. I haven't had a chance to edit a little bit extra for you guys to see. However, that being said, there is a video you sent me. Where is that? Yeah, here we go. Perfect.
I like that idea, Ed.
I don't know how edited these are, but I could just bring them in here and see what happens. All right, so yes, DDO is going on right now. We have several players out there. We had just about all of our touring team except Andrew Marweed, who I believe his significant other was graduating, and he had prior commitments, so wasn't able to attend. Got to see, well, and Shasta's playing the Masters this weekend. Other
No,
than
the
that, we had
Masters was like 3 weekends ago, right?
What you mean?
in ball golf.
Oh, the Masters. See, there's the Masters, and then there's the Masters, and then there's the Santa Cruz Masters Cup.
The
So,
Masters that's important is what Shasta's playing.
yes, exactly. The Masters that, you know, Noah and Katrina are going to win. Or Andrew's not at the Masters. Okay, here we go.
Oh.
I am... Oh, no, it's flipped the wrong way. Because vMix doesn't know how to handle this. Can't do vertical videos. That's terrible.
Like a chinchilla?
Oh, that's gonna be a big tree hit. We don't want to show that one. Okay, let me go back to the Ben screen. Now that we have
Hey,
that,
Kevin.
you entertain the people.
What should I do? I should show them my Shasta Crisp pipeline
Yeah,
that
that's a
I
good
threw
start.
on Tuesday because we made a little trip down to the DDO and then we did a challenge. I don't have my own Tour Series disc yet, but it'll happen someday.
It will.
Maybe when I'm 438, but you know.
Okay, that's
Well, I'll
exciting.
look like this guy when I'm 438.
Uh huh. What, are you making fun of Shasta?
No. Was that supposed to be Shasta?
Yeah.
Oh.
You're saying he looks like an old skeleton?
Well, I didn't do the tour art for this disc, so
Okay, hang on. Let me come back.
Well, can I just like stay here a little while longer by myself? Oh, okay.
Sorry, I'm here. All right, let's see what happens when I push this button.
Oh my.
All right, a little bit of backstory before we see what happens. There's a course called New Life just outside of Emporia, and Ben and I got to play it with Allie, who's better than both of us, and Cheating Lefty, who maybe you've seen some of his videos on YouTube. He's a big cheater. We got to get in a quick round with him on our way outside of town. And there's this hole that has 372,000 trees and half of 6 fairways. So crunch the numbers. But I got lucky on it twice, both times through. I parked it the first time, and then the second time I had this. And I really wanted it so I could send it to Eric McCabe. And I got it. Look at that. Look how excited that little guy is.
You're out there doing some work.
Well, earlier when we... okay, here we go. I gotta send this to Emacs to prove that I got it both times. Let's go.
What did you just putt with there, Tyler?
Well, earlier when we played 6, I was under it with my Noah Mindsmith Quake, so I birdied it then. And then we just got 15 with an Estonian Granite Steady BL. How exciting. The disc golf world has not seen a shot that good.
Ever.
Foot fault. Don't you wish
And
that I
just-
had been capturing all your good shots?
I did have a bunch.
You did. I thought for a second, because when we went to the turn, I was ahead by 3 strokes at 9, and then I triple bogeyed hole 10.
No, we were. I recall that we were
All right.
tied at the turn.
Tied at the turn?
Were you 6 under? You were 3 under, right?
I was 3 under.
I think I was 3 under still too.
What are these guys saying? Foot fault. Hang on. I'm
No.
going to watch this again.
This is an artifact of the video. Also, I'd like to point out this wonderful framing where you can see the putt and you can see the beautiful Traverse LT.
Oh, because
holding
they're saying
a million
because my
discs.
toe.
No, it wasn't a foot fault.
Are you sure? It kind of looks like a foot fault.
No, it's a artifact of the video. Like
No, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to remove that I'm gonna have to call a penalty on myself retroactively.
Just crop the video so they can't see your toes.
Here's the crazy thing, Ben. You know what that means? That means that you win.
Doubt.
You know, if I take a, yeah, here you go. Look.
Let's go.
All right, let's try this. Let's check this out one more time. That looks pretty legal to me, honestly. Can't see
Yeah, I think
anything.
so.
Can't see anything wrong there.
What?
Yeah.
And you can still see the Traverse LT.
Yeah, perfect. That's perfect framing. Hey, so congrats on your win. I mean, you just barely made it. I'm pretty sure you needed that penalty stroke to get the victory there right at the end. We don't need to see any scorecards.
Yeah, that
or
was.
anything.
No, we don't need to show those.
No.
I mean, it wasn't even close.
Yeah, it wasn't even close. Whatever, Ed. I'm not a professional like you. Okay, so we filmed so many things. I was hoping to film 4 things, and we filmed 6 things. There was 2 kind of lulls where like, well, we could go and grab this, and people were like, yeah, let's go do it. And so we filmed extra pieces of content. So we're going to have, I'm not going to list it off for you, but we've got Team DGA stuff with Noah, Christo, and Trevor.
Yep.
We've got a Vortex distance competition. I'm very excited to show you guys that. That was one of the bonus pieces. We've got
You'll never believe who won that.
You won't. Christo, Trevor, Ben, me, and Allie all competing. So draw your own conclusions. We have a Team DGA question and answer session. It's an interesting format, actually. It was kind of a in the bag / Q&A. So it's an ITB QA. QA ITB. DGA ITB QA.
It's unusual, but I think it works.
I'll allow it. Great question, Evan. Are the SP vortexes more stable than the prototypes? I am not enough of a fairway goddess to know, but the original fairway goddess, Katrina Allen, says that she feels like they have just a little bit, she said, and I quote, a touch more glide and maybe a touch more late flight stability. So there you go.
I happen to be a fairway goddess in training. And I would say that if your proto vortex, there's just a few I think that were kind of domey. Most of them seem to be pretty flat. So on the average, the SP vortexes are a little domey compared to the protos, and that gives them that extra glide and that extra little bit of stability. Again, fairway goddess in training.
Well, what does Katrina Allen know at the end of the day? Oh, that's another thing. So we filmed it in the bag with Kat, which I've been editing for the last couple days. That's getting close. And then a challenge video where I was hoping to enact some revenge on me and Kat's first challenge video. You're going to have to tune in to see how it turns out. Ed says they are. Touch more stable, according to Ed. He's also a pro.
Ed's a full-fledged fairway goddess.
Yeah. What is the best way to display a DGA disc on your wall? Well, I have you can't see it, but I have a workbench that has a pegboard and a light holding top thing. So it's a whole ordeal. But the only thing that I have on that pegboard back there are my ace discs with the light shining down. So it's pretty cool. Now I don't have it back here because these are all just stacks of, these are all my aces back here. There's about 400 of them. These are all just bric-a-brac and memorabilia, and I don't have them back here because we all go through dark times in our lives. And there was a time before DGA for me. I don't like to talk about it. It's kind of my sordid past, but I don't need to be, showing those off. back here. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Have you finished the producing the 9 videos about the land before DGA?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not too great at animation, so it's slow going, but I do think it's going to be worth it in the end. I told my boss I just need 2 years and $50,000. And
Oh.
not going to be able to do anything else for us while I'm working on that, but it'll be great.
That's why my bid of $167,000 got denied.
Yeah, I could see that. Kelly says, so far from the limited responses he's seen, the few people who got yellow SP seem to be a tad more overstable. The others seemed just as understable. And that's probably where I would end up. If I had to say officially right now, I'd say they're pretty darn close. Unless you've got some really, really great touch on the fairways, you're probably not going to notice a huge difference. It's not like one's a Vortex and one's a Vortex OS, you know. But if you're
No.
pretty well versed and have really good touch with that type of a disc, you might notice a little bit more high speed or late flight fade from the SP. Especially
Yeah, I
the
think
yellow
they're
ones like this. Wow. Cool how I just had that ready to go.
I think you must have paid a professional like $1 million to take those photos.
Thank you, Ben. I'd like to talk about this photo for about 20 minutes.
Hold on.
Look
Let me
at
start let me start a timer.
it's just so amazing, isn't it? Would you believe that's my TV room end table and a fog machine? Okay, so I've been kind of waiting to see if Zach was going to show up. Would you message him, by the way?
Oh
He's gonna
yeah.
want to be here, or else I'm not. I'm not doing what you
Not
know.
gonna go there.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not going through with it unless he's here. Because why would I? Because freaking Zach. So Team DGA content. Katrina Allen in the bag. Katrina Allen fun challenge. Team DGA fun challenge. I caught a funny video of Christopher Kearney, the Cheating Lefty YouTube channel. There's a funny thing I need to put together of him using the disclaimer. There was a really heartwarming moment with Katrina after she's walking off, after filming all these videos with us, which she showed up to like exhausted. Like she's just been going nonstop with practice and all these other things. She shows up. She's a true pro. She films everything with us. And then she's walking off like I feel like to go collapse somewhere and sleep. But no, she's headed to another practice round and then stops and gives, a kid a disc out of her bag on the way out and took a minute to chat with them. So we're actually all walking out with camera gear. So we filmed that. And I was like, that'd be a cool thing for people to see that side of Katrina. She's always down to have a conversation with fans. And she initiated that. I think that's the coolest part. You can be gracious and whatever if people are approaching you all the time, but she saw them and was like, hey, and started chasing them around. She literally ran for 5 minutes and chased them, and they were running away. They looked scared. But she caught them, and she gave them a disc. So good for her.
Oh, what did I miss? I was really tired from working all day, so I had to take a nap.
I went into a thing.
No, that was actually one of the coolest things I've seen. Is Katrina knew this kid's name without like any questions asked, and she immediately said, "Hi, how are you?" and gave him a disc out of her bag
Out of her
and
bag.
autographed it for him.
Yep.
Literally, we just filmed it in the bag. And then we got a few good videos of him throwing the disc
Mm-hmm.
and a picture of her signing it. It was just, I don't know, it was very heartwarming. I was like, holy cow. Like, I don't know where she met him. I didn't hear that part of the story. But such class.
Yep.
Fairway goddess.
Katrina was super
Memory
nice to
goddess.
everyone she talked to when I met her. She was very approachable and friendly, says Andrew. See, now I don't get that side of Kat. because everybody else talks about how sweet and wonderful she is. But like when I show up, it's kind of like game time because I feel like, you want to talk about rivalries. I feel like she views me now as probably one of her biggest competitors. And so frankly, I love that she's warm and nice to everybody else, but she is very mean to me and says a lot of, you know, things to try and get in my head before we compete.
You mean she says things like, "Oh darn, Tyler, I beat you again, and your silly challenge you thought was
Yeah.
difficult for me."
Yeah, she says things like, "Oh, that's too bad you missed that 8-foot putt again, because now you have it again on the other side, and good luck."
You're probably gonna miss that again. I mean, Katrina just signed this mini marker for me. She
Lucky.
didn't.
Hey, peace out, Chris. Hi, Sean. That's funny. Josh from Overthrow Disc Golf says, "How inconsiderate of her. Now you're going to have to film another in the bag." Yeah, because her bag's changed now. I guess I'll just edit out the vortex. Or, you know, just edit in the kid with the vortex.
Liam.
Liam, yes. That's correct. So we have had a lot of fun filming over the last few days, and this is the only piece that I have to show you guys. But I'm going to give you some backstory. Is Zach here or no? What's he
I'm
doing?
calling in. I'm calling in a favor to see if someone can get him on. Oh yeah, Sep showed up here and said that he's texting Zach for us, and that Sep is currently enjoying Torchy's tacos.
Overthrow says we'll have to retitle it "Out of the Bag." How about we just add at the time of filming in the bag? Because it was like 5 minutes later that it was out of the bag. Disc
Plus or
Golf
minus
Luke.
in the bag. Disc Golf Luke doing some skip shot videos recently.
That was nasty. I was not part of that live stream, but he clipped a section of his live stream where he was. Luke, what were you at? I don't remember from the caption. It looked like 50 feet. Was that a camera angle thing, or was it as? It looked like you were pretty far. Knowing Kat treats you like that makes me like her even more. Yeah, I'm an easy target. Oh my gosh, but Christo. Okay, I have to tell the Christo story. And we got some backstory later because Christo might be my favorite Team DGA member, but not that I'm allowed to have a favorite. But I'd never met him in person before hanging out with him. Ben, calm down. You know what? All right, so I never met Christo in person before Tuesday, and he is so blunt. He's like the sweetest guy. Happy. He seems it in the videos, but I hung out with him for half a day, and it's just like he's just happy to be there, and just super enjoys people's company and asking them questions, finding out about them, telling us about Estonia. Great conversationalist, very direct and blunt. Like there isn't any sort of standing on social, whatever. It's like he just says what he thinks. And it's also not I say what I think, like that's his thing. No, it's just, I guess the best way I could describe him is authentic. He's one of the most authentic human beings that I've ever met in my life. Okay, hang on. How's it going? Ben's doing a light remodel and just moved back that wall a couple feet and I'm back. So I found out later that Estonian, they have much fewer vowels than us. Like they literally don't have as many words to describe life as we do. So I would say to Ben, I'm really enjoying this live stream with you because I was reflecting the other day and I just realized about all the things that have led me to this point in my life and how truly blessed I am as a human being to just have this part of my 9 to 5 work experience. I get to sit and I just get to talk with you and our fans about all the things that make it, and Christo would say, I'm having fun with you right now. And like it would have the same amount of meaning behind it. He just doesn't have the ability to expound like we do. So because of that, you run into situations like there were two things. Like when I walked up to him at first, the very first thing he said, because I walked up, I was like, hello, Christo, it's so good to see you in person. And he said, you're shorter than I thought you would be. And I just lost it. I just lost it. I just couldn't. And I'm like, that is one of the most amazing things anyone has ever said to me, like right at first. And then it was hours later that we were walking into Pizza Ranch, which if you don't know is like the Golden Corral of pizza places. It's a all you can eat pizza and fried chicken and mashed potatoes buffet. It's great. We're walking in. He's holding the door for us. The whole team's there. He looks at my stomach and then pats his and says, so Tyler, this is your favorite place, yeah? I'm just like, what? I mean, everybody takes a beat because we're all looking at him like, what just happened? And then we just can't stop. We're just rolling into Pizza Ranch, dying laughing. And I love him for it. Like there's not an ounce of animosity behind it at all. Oh my gosh. I still am dying laughing when I remember that.
I would describe it as we lingered in the half-open door of Pizza Ranch, trying to decide what his comment meant.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Then the differences between Estonian and English.
Like surely not, right? Like surely that didn't just happen like that. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. Hey, I'm just seeing our lower third roll into the live DGN coverage. That looks super good. Good job, us. All right. So, let me see what I missed in the chat. Oh, you're relaxing on patio furniture at Sam's. That's funny. Hey, this guy's not buying anything. He's just watching live streams.
He's watching disc golf.
All right, I'll show it. Zach can clip this later. I don't care. So we have been fighting for a few weeks about what the official, unofficial nickname for the 2022 Andrew Marweed Proline Swirl Tour Series Hurricane should be called, like as a nickname. So a little bit of history. Last year, there was the Bell's Eye. There was the Hummercane. The year before that, there was the Shasta Cane. You know, nicknames happen. It's one of the only fun things that I get to do here at DGA, you know? So just let me live a little. No, it's a very dark, difficult job.
Was Tuesday fun?
No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
did you not hear the stories I just told you about being berated and belittled by our team members all day?
Okay, Christo, next time we can make it worse. We tested the boundaries and we can go further.
So I brought Kat in on this. Here is a 2-minute segment of Katrina's in the bag, and I will let you see for yourself what happens.
All right, and then I have my hurricanes, which when I'm practicing, I call them Marweed and Shasta.
Aw.
So Austin is on the course. He's like, probably Marweed here, probably Shasta. Oh, I'm like, can you throw Shasta back? I'm waiting for the time that Shasta or Marweed is on the course, and
Like what?
I just get always talking about us.
Maybe you could settle this for us. There's a little
Okay.
bit of a debate among DGA fans.
Okay.
You know, like this was the Hummercane last year because of the hummingbirds, and so like
Oh.
there's always kind of a little bit of an unofficial.
No, it's just
unofficial.
Shasta.
The Shasta cane was the year before that. So
Oh,
anyway,
okay.
this year, this one there's 2 front runners. Some
This one
people
got
are
second.
calling this the Andy cane, and some people are calling this the Swirlicane. Can you settle the debate for us?
Okay. an Andy cane or a what?
Swirly cane.
No, it's an Andy cane because it's candy cane.
Dang it! I'm over it. I took a risk. You know, I flipped a coin. It was 50-50 that was going to go my way, and you know, that's what you get with coin tosses.
But I'm just gonna call it my Marweed, so, and my Shasta.
Well,
And these are both obviously more overstable for me. And my Marweed is flatter, and so I throw it more for like 340 to 360. Like I can throw it flat, and it's always gonna hyzer.
golf shot,
Yep.
hyzers, yeah.
And then Shasta has a little more dome, but a lot of stability. And so I can kind of force it over and get the same flight as, say, like a Torrent, but in these winds. So, swirl-cane sets is what I'm
I guess I switched it back over a little too soon. Where she says swirlicane sucks is what I'm trying to say. So that was a little bit of a blow. I mean, it was 50-50. I took a chance. I thought maybe I could win. I obviously came up with swirlicane. Zach Pagic, one of the friends of DGA, will probably never let me hear the end of this now, decided it should be called Andy Cane. Just because you're a world champion doesn't mean you're immune to bad ideas. Because Katrina Allen agrees with Zach. So
I don't know. I think your logic on why Andy Cane makes sense was the whole impetus for Zach's description of the disc. So
yeah, there was a lot of wind in that part. It's not going to make the final edit, so we can share it here. She was saying that you can't call it swirlicane because it's not connected to the person at all. Like I could have had the Proline Swirl Hurricane and we could call it swirlicane, but saying Andy Cane connects it to the person, and there's precedent for that because of the Shasta cane. So whatever.
I mean, I would call this the Krista Squall.
The Christo Squall.
I wouldn't call it anything else.
Yeah. Chris Squall. Chris Squall.
Chris Squall?
Chris Squall.
Oh, yeah. Less vowels. We have to take all the vowels out
Chris
of
Squall. Chris Squall. That's kind of fun to say. It doesn't matter. You don't want my support on a nickname situation because somebody else is just going to overrule it anyway.
I mean, you're not always wrong. Most of the time you're right. You just missed a little on this one.
Speaking of getting it right, I beat my personal best distance record with an SP Vortex. Last week, there was a 25 to 30 mile an hour tailwind, and I was like, I am going to see how far a vortex can go. Because the thing is, there's a Venn diagram, right? Between, like, if you've got a giant tailwind, you need the flippiest disc you can find because it's going to slow down the rotation of the disc. So you know, it's going to effectively make it more stable. So you want something, the least amount of stability possible. Well, that's the vortex, ladies and gentlemen. That's your best bet for something flippy. But what the vortex also offers is an incredible amount of glide. And like I could get a sail to flip into a tailwind, but I couldn't get a sail to hold as long into a tailwind because once it flattens out and hits that ride along the ground thing, the sail will finish and the vortex just keeps going. That was my theory, at least. And I took them out and I threw them a bunch of times, and I threw one very, very far.
So like 347 feet?
Very, very far.
Oh, very, very, very far.
Very
468 feet.
Capital V.
Okay, no, hold on.
Yeah, crunch the numbers.
510 feet.
Okay, the last one's all caps.
Oh, okay. 511 feet. Got it.
511 feet. Very good. I'm glad we could get there. It's amazing how good you are at spelling distances.
Yeah, it's a natural skill.
It's an engineering thing. 511 feet, according to UDisc, so plus or minus 16 feet. So it might have been for...
Nope.
95.
Mm,
Or it might have been
527.
527. So it might have been five. It might have matched Christo's. Oh my gosh. Hey, no spoilers, but when we went out to throw the vortex in our distance challenge, there wasn't 30 miles an hour of tailwind. There was maybe 10, probably single digits. A sustained breeze for sure, but it was a much more realistic, like throwing them on flat ground. And I got one to 397, so didn't break 400 that day. But Christo threw one, and when we were out there, he was like, that's crazy. After we crunched the numbers, he was like, because this, and he throws a disc out like another 20 feet. He said, that's my farthest throw ever. And Christo's a crusher. And I'm like, and this is a speed 7. And he was like, this is a speed 7? Yeah. And he's like, that's wild, because he threw a speed 12. He was 20 feet away from tying his max distance of all time with a 7 speed when he threw his max distance shot with the 12 speed. And so my point is, it's not about speed, does not correlate to distance as a 1-to-1, because the factors of turn and glide have such a huge amount to do with how long a disc will stay in the air when you're talking about tailwind specifically. And the vortex, I'm coming to the theory that I think the vortex could be one of the farthest flying discs of all time in anyone's hands. So if you want to break your personal distance record, get a vortex and try it. Get a tailwind, get a vortex, and just go throw a crazy roller angle with a vortex and a tailwind, and I think you're going to surprise yourself.
I would agree with that. If you're a pipeline guy, get a Shasta Chris 2021 pipeline, because I threw mine like 440 feet without trying too hard the other day.
They will go forever. Somebody take me up on the vortex distance challenge, though. Maybe I should make like an official video, because for one thing, I posted the UDisc screenshot. Terry Miller says, hey, April Fool's was a couple weeks ago, pal. You know how condescending, pal, Terry
Has
Miller.
Terry thrown a vortex? Terry throws like 1985 discs because he's that like OG, that BA. He's so cool. He's got all these old rad discs.
Yeah.
He's probably not thrown a vortex.
I'll take you in your whatever 1997 T-Bird or whatever you got in your bag, Terry. No, but somebody take me up on the vortex challenge and go get a vortex. Don't do this whole like, oh no, but it's not stable enough for my arm speed. It's not stable enough for my arm speed either if I'm throwing it flat and hard. That's not how you do it.
No, it will definitely fade back. The vortex will fade back if you throw it on the right line. I saw all 3 of our pro players, Trevor, not Noah, Cristo, and Ali, all hammer this thing with their big pro arms, and it would ride right, but it would come back.
On the good ones. Now, it took them a minute to, obviously there was a whole bunch of giant turnover rollers, that they threw at first until they realized they're kind of getting how understable the disc is matched with the tailwind and the height they needed to release. But man, yeah, Christo hammered on a couple. Trevor threw a couple giant ones out there. Trevor had 400, almost 450, I think, with the vortex. And then Christo's was well more than that. I'll let you see the final distance when that video comes out. The Vortex Distance Challenge. Beat your all-time distance record or your money back. I'm going to see if I can get that approved at corporate.
Asterix.
I think it could be a thing. Let's go Kansas City. DF Disc Golf says go Allie, go Ben.
Hey, I had the pleasure of playing a practice round with DF Disc Golf a couple of weeks ago. Well, maybe almost a month ago for a tournament that is next week in Topeka.
Molly Brickley says your hair's looking nice, Ben.
Oh, thanks.
What'd you keep away from my wife, Ben? Did you
put do anything?
You had nice hair. Want to put a hat on or something?
Your hair could look like this too, Tyler.
Molly, what do you think about my hair?
Wait for it. It'll be there. No, you've got the beard game on point, right? Like you're the beard guy, I'm the hair guy.
Right.
Got my little cloth going.
It's got flow today, just like a vortex and a tailwind. Am I right, guys?
Preach.
Would you break down your hair care routine?
Wait, what?
It's called a hair care routine. Yeah, Molly says yikes to my hair. Unbelievable.
Yikes?
Unbelievable.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's not yikes level. It might be like meh, but not yikes.
I mean, hair like that created the iconic course known as the Brickyard.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's another piece of content we've got. Man, I have so much editing to do. Eric Oakley was doing a clinic here in Kansas City. We hit him up and said, hey, come play the Brickyard. And he was like, no. And I said, okay, I'll pay you $2,000. And he was like, fine. And so he did. And Ben came over and we actually filmed it. We had a good time. Very casual, just kind of walking around, throwing a bunch of shots, talking about DGA discs. And we had a blast. So we'll definitely be getting that out at some point.
I only got $25. You're over here giving EO $2K?
He's 100 times bigger name than you. So I actually got a deal when you think about it. When I CG, it's for yes. When I go to my barber, I have Ben type hair. I don't though. Well, the Dynamic Discs Open is going on right now. We've got 2 more rounds. Luckily, Jones Supreme is done because that looks like it's been a grind. So many OB strokes. So much wind.
There's OB? I don't think there was OB there.
Just a little bit of OB. Just a little bit. Katrina moved up 2 spots today to T16. She had a bummer 18th hole. She was lighting up the back 9 and it moved up 10 spots. But it looks like something on 18 caught up to her. Still moving up, still within striking distance. That's the interesting thing. Over the next 2 rounds at the country club, she's 6 strokes behind. So if you don't think 6 strokes could be made up in like 1 hole, yeah, but definitely over, you know, a 9-hole stretch of those 4 9 holes she's going to play. Definitely still in it. We'll be rooting for her. We're looking over at Christo, Noah, and Trevor. Christo just dropping 1 spot today. Looks like a very, very windy and difficult day. The Jones Supreme course is just so long and so tight with all the OB. And then you add in the wind.
It's almost 11,000 feet. Relatively tight OB. And you add in typical April Kansas winds. It's a challenge.
I think so, DF.
80 of the 117 MPO players went OB on hole 1 at Jones Supreme yesterday.
That's wild. As a shout out, I'm not sure where he is right now, but this is not, DGA, but Nolan Ramser, 1 under for today so far. He's sitting T3rd. Those, a lot of you might remember Barrett. Rest in peace. He's still alive, but always in our hearts for all the Most Fun Wins videos that me and Barrett made. That's one of his best friends, Nolan Ramser. They played together every day when I was down in Wichita, and I got to play with Nolan several times. He's 18 now. He was 16 at the time. Incredible talent. Definitely big things coming for him, and he's on a Jomez lead card, so looks like those things might be happening right now.
That's crazy. I didn't realize he was still only 18. Like, he's been a name in the Wichita area for a while.
Right. He just
And I thought
graduated high school.
he was 20 by now. That tells you how old I am.
One of my first interactions with Nolan, he couldn't have been, I mean, it was probably 7 years ago. I was thinking he couldn't have been more than like 10 or 11. And he was out with his dad. I knew his dad, friend of a friend. And we were hanging out. And I feel like he said something about my bag. I had a very inexpensive bag at the time. Nolan wasn't impressed. So, we've had a rocky road, but we have come out on top and are still hate each other. But hey, good for him. Good luck in the rest of the tournament. Hopefully he can hang on to this pressure. I know Wichita's having a watch party for him at Ducks Flying Discs, so that's super fun. Love to see that local support. We'd have a watch party for you if you were on the lead card at DDO, Ben. Well, actually, we'd probably all be there. Just following you. Are you sad you didn't play at this point, or are you looking at all this OB and all the wind and scores and thinking, my mental health is probably in a better place?
No, I think I'm up for the challenge. I just really enjoy playing disc golf, even if it's difficult, even if I'm gonna dunk a Hellfire 2 in hole 16. Like, it would be okay. The experience and the memories that I would take away from playing a tournament like this, the emotional trauma and baggage that would just ride with me for the rest of my life, totally worth it.
Worth it.
No, I think doing media this weekend was a great choice. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't have gotten to hang out with Katrina Allen or carry all my camera stuff around for a day. So,
ooh, I did get lots of good camera experience this weekend.
Yep. So,
I learned how to
if you're
look
hiring
someone. We learned how to look someone in the eye while you drink.
Not while you drink. So that was a funny misunderstanding because Christo said when you do cheers in Estonia, it would be super weird and rude to not look them in the eye when you say cheers. That's just part of the thing. It's cheers. And I thought he was saying when you cheer, like the whole process. So I thought like you had to look them in the eye while you're drinking. Which goes from like, I hope you have a prosperous life to I'm figuring out how I'm going to end your life. Like real quick.
Connecting directly with your spinal cord while I drink this beverage.
So we were doing that as a joke, and he thought that was pretty fun. We were all making direct eye contact the whole time that we were drinking. Trevor.
And eating our pizza.
Yeah. Trevor is hilarious. Always a good hang. I really enjoyed being around him for that day as well. And our other world champ, Allie Smith, in addition to being amazing at disc golf, it was really fun to spend a day with her as well, because so far at this point it's only been live streams or we've gone and played rounds that we filmed, and there hasn't been just the ability to be together for an extended period of time, really get to know the team a little better. It was a pretty cool experience. We have a pretty cool team. Oh, that's funny. My boss has just sent me a picture of him on a boat. He's fishing this weekend. He sent me a picture of him on a boat watching the live stream.
Mr. Scott Kesey.
Wow, wow, wow. Well, how the turntables have turned. We're here. Me and Ben are here sweating under the lights. You know? Look at his hair. His hair's all getting floppy in the humidity of the heat lamps he's got going there. Scott's just out enjoying the breeze, looking for largemouth bass or whatever they fish for in California. What do they fish for in California? Money? Bonsai? Pipelines?
Yeah.
Okay.
Reefs?
You know, if it was 12-year-old me talking to my parents, it would have been drugs. That's all that they do in California is they go fishing for drugs.
Okay.
I'm a little older now. You know, I've come to realize that not everything I heard as a child is true. That one is actually. That is exactly what they do. Yeah, so that one is one of the myths that actually turns out to be a fact.
We've got our eye on you, Scott.
Yeah. Okay, should we give away... Ben, tell us about the Katrina Allen Mini that you flashed up there earlier.
Oh, you mean this guy? This little thing?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's got like Katrina's Sweet Vortex logo on it, or just her new logo in general. Mm-hmm. And someone signed it. I don't know who. Someone like, I don't know, maybe has won a whole bunch of majors and like, the reigning world champion, Katrina Allen.
Katrina Allen. So here's what we're going to do. Let's make this an Instagram giveaway. What do you say?
I love Instagram.
You do. I have a hard time getting you off Instagram. You know, we're just like playing golf. I'm like, dude, would you stop storying?
This is just like me, just like Instagram. This eye, and then I just like forehands.
Just Instagramming. Okay, I am putting this picture on Instagram right now. And we're going to give this away. All you have to do to enter is to respond to it. Ooh, Ben, we should pick a number. You should send me a number in the chat. Katrina signed these custom minis. Send us a DM to have a shot at winning one. Okay, that's it.
Like the post.
Nope, it's not a post. This is just a story. So check this out. I'm about to post this to our story, and all you have to do is message. So just respond. I think there's like a little send a message in the bottom of a story. Boom. Okay, now that's live. All you guys got to do is send us a message. Ben's sending me a number right now, and I'm going to count in the order that the messages are received. And whoever is the specific number that Ben is saying is going to win. Ben, cap it at like 50. Because I don't want to wait.
Like 650?
No, like 50,000.
450. Oh,
So
50,000. Okay.
a lot of people. Hey, and by the way, we just passed 10,000 followers on Instagram. You know what we should do for that? Let's get the song. All right. That's enough of that.
We got really carried away there.
That was exciting. I was just really excited about getting to 10,000 followers on Instagram. Been a little bit of a goal, for a while. And we goaled it. All right. Did you send me the number?
Yep.
We've got 2 so far. We've only got 2. Listen, did any of you learn your lesson? Okay, thanks. I got your number. Did any of you learn your lesson from the Traverse LT all 5 tour series and a disclaimer giveaway? Where like
sounds
basically
like they may not have.
Follow the rules and you can win amazing stuff. And the only rule here is to send us a DM. Here, check this out while you're waiting. Speaking of the vortex. Did you see how it changed color?
Whoa. How did you do that?
Check this out. Keep your eyes on them. Whoa. See that? Start the music again. Riptides.
Oh, look who the cat dragged in.
Oh man, the cat did drag him in here. Unbelievable.
Do you have it on cue? Hi, Zach.
Yeah, because we're waiting on people to respond on the Instagram story. So yeah, here you go, Zach. Big jerk.
Share the screen.
All right, and then I have my hurricanes, which when I'm practicing, I call them Marweed and Shasta.
Aw.
So Austin is on the course. He's like, probably Marweed here, probably Shasta. Oh, I'm like, can you throw Shasta back? I'm waiting for the time that Shasta or Marweed is on the course, and
like what?
I just get always talking about us.
Maybe you could settle this for us. There's a little bit of a debate among DGA fans.
Okay.
Like this was the Hummercane last year because of the hummingbirds, and so there's always kind of a little bit of an unofficial.
No, it's just Shasta.
The Shasta cane was the year before that. So anyway,
okay.
This year, this one there's 2 front runners. Some people are calling this the Andy cane, and some people are calling this the Swirlicane. Can you settle the debate for us?
Okay. An Andy cane or a what?
Swirlicane.
No, it's an Andy cane because it's candy cane.
Dang it! I'm over it. I took a risk. I flipped a coin. It was 50-50 that was going to go my way, and that's what you get with coin tosses.
But I'm just throw it flat, and so I can kind of force it over and get the same flight as say like a torrent, but in these winds. So, swirling sets is what I'm saying.
Are you getting all this, Zach? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Very angry.
Oh. Whoops.
Well, No, that was like self-censoring because of the
Yeah,
tirade that you just went on.
the tirade. Yeah, I was cussing a lot in that exchange. It may have looked to
But
some like I was just trying to explain to Sean how to get to our Instagram story, but really I was just still angry about the Andy Kane. So, what do you have to say for yourself, Zach? Oh,
say
ha.
you're a genius.
Day made, he says. Okay. So, Sean, check this out. If you go to Instagram and you click on our story, it's the newest one. And it doesn't show up on mine, but at the bottom of yours, it should say send message. Send us any kind of message. And let me check. Okay. All right, we are coming up on. Oh, interesting. Hang on. I just in message requests. Hang on, let me accept those. I hadn't seen all the ones that were coming in via message requests as opposed to messages. And actually, when I go back to the thing, we have hit it. We've got Ben's number. Stop messaging us. Would you like to
Yes.
see the profile of the people who won
Thanks,
this
Zach.
Katrina Allen autographed mini?
It's allergy season here in Kansas.
Oh gosh, we got to follow them. Awkward.
Do it.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Overthrow disc golf responded in the correct sequence of numbers and has won an autographed mini
Wow.
from Katrina Allen. Oh, look, and they're typing right now. This is dangerous to do live. Gosh, Josh, don't screw this up.
Oh.
Don't
Come on, Josh. We
do
believe in
anything
you.
inappropriate, Josh. Careful.
Don't make us demonetize this video.
Careful. Wow, he's writing a book, for crying out loud. Okay. I don't need to know all your feelings about this. Just say thanks. That's awesome.
I
Oh,
think he's
nothing.
talking about how,
I just stopped.
Oh no, he got stage fright. He was talking about how he made his day, how we're the best content creators on YouTube,
Yep.
and the #1 company in disc golf.
Is that what he was saying?
Yeah, I have ESP. I could tell.
You have an electronic stability program?
Yes. How'd you know?
Well, he's not typing anymore, so I think we scared him off.
Well, he typed and it all went into my brain.
Sean, I'm sorry. I was thinking we needed more, but I hadn't seen the ones that went into spam. And once I unspammed them, we had hit the number easily, and Overthrow Disc Golf is the winner. Plus, we can't ship things to England. Like, how does that even work? You can't put stuff on a plane.
Yep.
Come on.
Birds aren't real.
And birds aren't real. All right, well, with that, hopefully you all have a great weekend. I know I will. I know Ben will, because you're probably potentially maybe going back down to DDO for the block party. I am unable to attend due to previous engagements. Meaning to the person that I had previously been engaged to, I married. We had 4 kids, and she had a previous engagement that night with her sister-in-law, so I'm unable to attend.
Oh, I thought it was a previously planned engagement with Pizza Ranch.
Oh, man, that sounds so great right now. You know, I could work my way through a few plates of Pizza Ranch right now, you know what I'm saying?
Like the fried chicken at Pizza
It
Ranch.
was so good. And the dessert pizza. This is Josh's wife. He says, my phone died. While he's mid-typing.
Mid typing, it's just like, oh.
Yeah, see, mail doesn't even work like that, Sean. Get real. I'm not even convinced there is a Manchester, England. Ben, have a great day. Thanks for being on the live stream. You're awesome. Zach, I hate your guts, but it is the Andy Kane. And I'll save Swirlicane, I guess, for a future Proline Swirl Hurricane. You adding some shadow? What are you doing?
Get Andy Kane No, I'm gonna get Andy Kane right here.
Okay, exactly. I'd be surprised if Zach didn't already do that. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Better. I won't. We'll let Zach do it.
He should, as the originator. Throw DGA discs at DGA baskets. Go Katrina, Noah, Christo, Trevor, Shasta in Masters Cup playing right now. And if there's other Team DGA folks that I'm missing, sure, good luck to everyone competing, but I mean, come on. Break a leg.
And Andrew's the real winner of this week so far.
Yeah.
We have high hopes that Katrina will be the ultimate winner. But Andrew and the Andy Kane is the real winner so far.
He's accomplished something great, and he doesn't even know it. He's just got a big smile on his face right now. He's eating some cookies, and he has no idea what's going on. But there you go. All right, we'll catch you next week. We have, by the way, I can't say anything about specifics, but I just got a list today. Like, guys, we are getting some discs. So get excited because, and this is not like a hypothetical list. We had hypothetical lists a few weeks ago about all of the things that we'd like to order. Well, these lists are now all of the things that are being done right now and will be on their way soon. So stay tuned. More information on all of that coming very soon, but we are going to have some discs and there's going to be exciting stuff coming in the world of DGA disc golf.
So you're saying dreams do come true?
Unless you are the DGA marketing manager and are hoping Katrina Allen would pick your disc nickname.
Well, that was a small dream. True.
I had a bigger dream of beating her, actually like crushing her in our second Most Fun Wins challenge. So you're going to have to see how that one. Ben witnessed it in person.
I don't think we need to crush Katrina Allen. Like, she's been playing great, and I think she needs to continue doing that. So,
well, you know what, Ben? Your entire life is not on the line when you go up against her. You know, like you're just standing there watching it. But it's like, remember the Titans music playing for me. You know, it's all on the line. I'm not taking any prisoners. You're gonna have to see. You're gonna have to watch the video when it comes out, though.
Okay, yeah, that'll help explain it all.
Yeah, this might be the screen for the video. We'll have to see.
Let's workshop.
Yeah, we can do multiple versions. We can just see, what people are like. But I kind of like. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
We can do some A/B.
We could do A/B testing, but as long as this is the A.
Yeah.
That's the A test. The B test could be the other hand. What do you think?
I think it should just be like a bow and Katrina throwing. It would be the Katrina Allen show.
I could see that too. All right. Goodbye. Have a good weekend. Peace out. See that too. All right. Goodbye. Have a good weekend. Peace out.